Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Grayboardgamer here with the unboxing of The Shared Dream from Odam Publishing. Let's open this box up and see what's inside. Alright, this is one of the games I've received during my move that I haven't had a chance to really look at. And like always, we'll go through this real quick, and then the second part of the video will be an in-depth look at everything. So we have our rulebook. Looks like we have a group of minis right on top here. A nice little case to keep them in. That works for me. And we'll go ahead and take an in-depth look at all of these in the second part of the video, so each one of them can be seen by those that want to see them. Some setup information. Then we have some cardboard. Oh, looks like a couple of things are trying to escape. Well, while we have it, let me go ahead and take a look at it. It's nice and thick. Good sturdy cardboard components. Got another punch board. Smaller tokens. I'm assuming these are characters. Same thing again. Another different group of characters. They appear to be the same on each side. What else do we have here? Yep. Nice thick stack of cards. Let's get the plastic off of this. Again, knowing very little about the game, I'm assuming these are, that looks like more like an enemy card. I don't know if that's a, because these look like the characters. Yeah, those are probably enemies. And these are all single-sided. Ooh. That one's pretty thick too. Alright. Looks like some kind of draw deck. The Ruin Reaver. Now we'll take a better look at these in the in-depth look. Just look at them real quick. Have another thick deck here. And we have another Beast of the Dark, Personal Deflection, Attack of the Mind back there. So these look like they're more in the line of events of some kind. Player actions. These are player aid cards here. Good. Definitely like a game that provides those. And looks like there's a lot of narrative on the back of those, so we don't want to ruin anything for anybody. So we'll stay away from focusing on those too closely. Okay. Animus ability. Rank 1 heal. Looks like we have several abilities. Oh, some dark magic. Okay. Definitely a lot of cards here. Oh, here's a smaller mini deck. Final Confrontation. Echoes. Artifacts. Alright. Don't want to look at those too close because I imagine there may be some spoilers on something that says Final Confrontation. Dream Fragments. Panic. Alright. It's kind of hard to know when it's a good idea and when it's not a good idea to show something up close. A couple little plastic buttons. That's probably for those discs on the cardboard. Oh, we got another mini deck here. Here we have husk. Okay. Does that say last night? Yeah. It's kind of hard to read in the viewfinder. And it looks like there's a lot going on here. Well, it's a game about dreams, so I imagine anything is possible. Aliens, beasts, bombs. Very interesting. Lots and lots of cards. Looks like they all had their spots in the box too, which would be nice. Beast at the door. Ah, these must be scenarios. I got Beast at the door, Dead Serious, Explosive Nightlife, Attack of the Mind Render. Yeah, Mind Render. War of the Roses. So, those are single-sided. Oops, sorry, bumped the camera. So, those must be the different dreams. And again, we have large stacks. Ah, these look more like cardboard, so let's get these opened up. And these are a real sturdy cardboard. These are single-sided also. These definitely look like locations. Maybe you have to connect them by the arrows. So we have a modular board. And this looks like another stack of those. No need to open that up right now. We'll take a better look at that in the additional content. Some standees. Looks like we have some red and blue six-sided die. Black and white cubes. And a plastic bag. Exciting. Let's make sure there's nothing hiding underneath. No, there is not. That is a quick look at what's inside the box of The Shared Dream by Odam Publishing. If you want to stick around for the second part of the video, I'm going to take a much more in-depth look at the cards, the miniatures, location tiles, rulebook, things like that. That way we can get a better idea of what the component quality is, what the artwork looks like, and try to avoid any spoilers at the same time. Let's start off by taking a closer look at the rulebook for The Shared Dream. Simple design, component list, setup, and it looks like we have from left to right a 2-player, 3 and 4-player setup. So looks like the game board can get quite large, which is nice if you have the room. I have the room, so I'm not complaining about that. Got the overview of the different card types. Anima, Animus, enemies and rules. Not a lot of pictures in the rulebook, but that's okay. And then we have, looks like the cards that we saw that were the scenarios. The Beast at the Door, Dead Serious, Explosive Nightlife, Attack of the Mind Render, it looks like the alien one, and then War of the Roses, Frequently Asked Questions, and on the back it shows the expansions, which I also have these 4 expansions. I got those with my pledge. We'll now take a look at everything that's going to go in this insert here. That way we can put it back as we go. And we have our stack of location tiles. Let me plop that down right there so we can take a closer look. And these are all single-sided. And it looks like you set up with these already face up at the beginning of the game, just in the glance that I had at the rulebook there. So having art on this side really is unnecessary. You're not going to be doing them from a draw pile. Bottoms up bar. And that's going there allows you to do something. Looks like you have to connect them by the arrows. Let's take a look at a couple more. The DCMA headquarters. Police station. Looks like there's spaces for the cubes to go also on some of them. That's just like an intersection. Melisandre's Alley. Again, a place for cubes. Also, I think I mentioned it already, these are really thick, so that is not going to be an issue with bending and warping. As I always say, I live here in Florida where we have a lot of humidity, and I don't have a problem with any kind of warping with very few games. Some do, but most don't. Most of these manufacturers put together a pretty solid product. And these are going to go here. Let's see if there's anything interesting real quick. We have the docks. McAllister's Investigations. Museum. And I know nothing about the gameplay. Whenever I open these boxes during my unboxing, all I do is I remove the shrink wrap before I start the camera, so I don't look in them at all. I like to get my first impression initially. Well, this ticks off one of the boxes that I like in a game, and that's a board that is modular or changes for different playthroughs. So that really is appealing to me. So that's one of my boxes ticked that I like. We have our scenario cards here, and I'm not going to look at these too much. Beast at the Door, Dead Serious, Explosive Nightlife, Attack of the Mind Render, and War of the Roses. I do like that they're not just the same color, same design. Each one of them has a design that corresponds with what that scenario or playthrough will be. I like the fact they have different art on those. Let's take a look at some of the mini cards. And here's that Husk card. And these are pretty good. Not super thick. They're not a linen finish, they're a gloss. They slide really easy. And this looks like something you have to perform. It says take a social test. Last Night. Again, I don't want to read these too much in case there's something on them. The Beast Strikes. And then some narrative on it. I like the art. You can see the beast right there. Or I'm assuming that's the beast. I like this representation of the head like it's in your dream. Panic. Police Blockade. Place this card on any street in the third row. Okay. Treat the street as a stop sign. Bomb defusal code. So it looks like, oh, alien technology, that probably goes with the other one. The retreat capsule. So each of these looks like they're scenario specific for the scenario that you're actually playing. And then here are some more. Final Confrontation. Echoes, Artifacts. What do we have on Artifacts? Frost Orb. Maybe items that you can collect along the way. Clown abilities. Well, great. There's a clown that you have to go against. Of course there is. It is dreams, so I assume that would be your nightmare. What is this? Echoes. Let's see what one of those. Exhausted. And again, there's more narrative on there that I don't want to get too in depth. The camera focus, there we go. Then we have Bryce Bomb. 3-minute phases. Bomb location. Defusal protocol. Okay. Animus. We saw that one. We got other abilities here. Flashback. Rocket thrusters. Dark magic. Curse. Dark bolt. I see that there's a lot of italicized flavor text. So that is nice. I like having that in a game also. There's another Animus. Immunity. Intuition. Alright, lots of variety. And this is also ticking off another of the boxes I like in a game. Especially one that's going to probably play for a while, is lots of variety and tons of decks here, which means most likely that'll really up the replay value. Attack of the Mind Reaver, Counter Invasion Mission. Library. Oh good. Like I said, there's lots and lots of narrative here. Dead Serious, Personal Reflection, Warehouse. Bell 2. Beast at the Door, Personal Reflection. Root of Evil. Very nice. Attack of the Mind Reaver, Counter Invasion Mission. Dead Serious again. I don't see War of the Roses. At least not yet. Maybe it's further down in the stack. Maybe that play is completely different. Or it could be in the next. And also plenty of player aid, so that's really nice. Like to see that. We have another deck that's that size. Let's see what we have here. Invasion Start. Explosive Nightlife. Oh, War of the Roses event. So yeah. So that's exactly what it is. These are scenario specific also. Good. Oh, there's a Reaver. Frenzied Clown. Yeah, he doesn't look very friendly, so we'll go with Frenzied. Very interesting. Nightmarish, which I assume that is the goal. I put the dice and plastic bits back in the box. I'm sure you're all familiar with dice and cubes, so you don't really need to see those up close. We have a stack of cards here. These are the large ones. Again, those are single-sided. Animus. Superhero. Oh, okay. See, it looks like it tells you which Animus, and I'm assuming the Animus are what these characters are in their dreams. Ghost Detective. The Cybernetic Law Enforcement Officer, Cleo. Oh, there's the Ghost Detective. So now we see, I guess, is their real world counterpart, and then what they are in the dream world. Again, this is all speculation. I don't know for sure. These are pretty sturdy cards. These seem to be a heavier card stock than these cards down here. Conviction, Nightmare, Doubt. Is that the same for everybody? I didn't even notice. Yes. Okay. Monster Hunter. Alright, we have a lot of those. Lots of variety in who you can be, which is a nice bonus also. Then we have our cardboard, standees, a whole bunch of tokens. They're different on the sides. Let's place this off to the side there. Some more of our standees, more tokens. And those look to be scenario specific also. Another card. And then we have these dials. That's what those little plastic things are for. I have 3 missing. I have one here. Actually, looks like that goes there. I have two of something missing. Those look like the character ones. Let me see if I can find them in here. Well, I couldn't find what was supposed to go here anywhere in the box, but I looked in the book and it lists 10 of those standees and 10 of these, so all the components appear to be here. I'm guessing these are just blank spots. Usually the blanks are still in there from the factory though. I wonder why they took them out. Well, I'm hoping they did it so they could recycle. But then we have these standees, and they're going to have these dials behind them to help keep track of stats or something along those lines through the visible part on the notch there. Then we have the setup. Looks like it's just telling you how to set those dials up. And finally we have our pack of miniatures. So we'll go ahead and take a close-up look of each of the different designs. Thank you for watching the unboxing of The Shared Dream from Odam Publishing, and I'll see you in my next video.